Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to cite films in your Works Cited page in MLA format in the updated 8th edition that came out in 2016 for MLA. Alright, so the first thing we've got in each citation here that you see is the director or the primary artist that you're referring to. MLA gives you some flexibility. A lot of times the primary artist is going to be the director, but it can also be the writer, or depending on the topic of your paper, it could also be the star of the film. So you just need to use your judgment, who is the primary artist in the context in which I'm using this film in my paper. In this case, I've used the directors here. After you have the primary artist, you are going to have the film title. Notice that the film title is in italics, and notice that it concludes with a period. Next, MLA gives you again the option to use your judgment to reference any other artists whose work is primary as a contributor. So in this case, we have chosen to cite Jeff Bridges, the star of this film, but you'll notice in some of these other citations I don't have that additional performance listed there. Again, this is something MLA says to use your judgment about. The next thing you need in your citation is the film company that made the film. A lot of films are going to have multiple companies that participate in the film, but MLA just says that you cite the one that's primarily responsible for the film. And where you get that information would be easily on IMDb or Wikipedia will tell you the film company, and I usually just go with the first one that's listed. Follow that with a comma, and then you're going to have the year that the film was originally released. You'll also notice here that I have another container. That is the website where the film was viewed in this instance. So if you're viewing the film online at a website, you're going to need to cite that as well. In this case, we watched the film on YouTube Movies, and there's the URL for that. Okay, let's take a look at this next citation. Again, similar, we're going to cite the director. Notice too how we write the names here. Last name, comma, first name, and if it's two names, this is how it's written out. Again, film title, production company, year of release, and where we watched the film online. Okay. These two examples down here were not watched online, so we did not cite that, but again, you have primary artist, title of film, perhaps another contributor, creative contributor if it's important to your paper, production company, and year. Last thing I want to draw your attention to is just the general MLA formatting of this page. Notice that there is a hanging indent. Okay, watch my video on hanging indents. See how that's done if you don't know how to do it. Notice also that everything is double spaced. Okay, double spacing. Be careful that you don't have extra spaces in between the citations. That's a common error. Make sure at the top of the page it says Works Cited, just like that, capital W, capital C, no bolding, no caps, all caps, anything like that. Notice that the sources are listed in alphabetical order by whatever comes first in the citation, so these are in alphabetical order. And lastly, notice that I'm using a 12-point Times New Roman font.